Good morning, my name is Engineer Piyush Pandey. Welcome to today's session of Motivational Skills. And the topic for today's discussion is the qualities of good manager. Ladies and gentlemen, a manager is a person who manages something, as the name suggests. Manager is a person who manages something. But in order to get a managerial position, you need to have certain qualities in your personality. There are two basic things which are required to be a good manager. Number one is task related skills, and number two is people skills. These are the two crucial skills that you require to be a manager. Because if you are technically proficient, only then you can guide other people. This is the first requirement. The field in which you are manager, unless you are perfect in that field, you will never be able to guide people properly. And second thing is, you must have people skills along with technical skills. You must know how to deal with people belonging to different categories, belonging to different qualification level, belonging to different professional background. Once you become a manager, you have to understand feelings of everyone who is in your control. And you need to satisfy those people as a manager, because in case of any kind of problem, they will only look up to you because you are the manager. Ladies and gentlemen, in any corporate organization, there are different types of managers managing their own specific teams. Whenever team members face any problem, they only look up to their own manager. They don't go to any other manager of any other department. Every individual inside corporate sector is having his or her own manager. For any kind of problem, they only go to their own specific managers. That's why developing managerial quality is not just about developing technical proficiency and proficiency in the field in which you are manager. You need to have some people skills also. Sorry. Depending on that, ladies and gentlemen, there are certain qualities which I would like to discuss with you today. Let me show you something. If you can please have a look at this chart I have prepared. Qualities of good manager, and the number one is qualification. As I have already discussed, ladies and gentlemen, the manager must be highly qualified. He must have good qualification related to the field in which he is managing the things. Now, there are different types of managers inside any industry, ladies and gentlemen. We all know we have finance manager, we have HR managers, we have production managers. These different managers, first of all, must have relevant qualification related to the field which they are managing. Only then they will be able to work efficiently in that particular field, ladies and gentlemen. Now, the second quality is personality. A manager's personality must be highly authentic. His looks must be highly authentic. A manager must be well dressed. He must have a charming personality. People identify you at the very first place by what you wear, and then by how you speak and how you behave. This is the reality of human life, ladies and gentlemen. People identify you at the very first place by what you wear, what type of dressing sense you are having, how you project yourself publicly. That creates your first impression, and every other thing comes next. That's why a manager must have a pleasing personality. Third and the most crucial quality is honesty. The manager must be honest towards his own specific responsibility, plus he must be honest in discussing crucial task related things to his employees. Whenever you are discussing anything with your employees, you must be honest in discussing those things. And on personal grounds also, the responsibilities that have been assigned to you as a manager, you must accomplish those responsibilities honestly. Fourth, and again the most crucial aspect, humanitarian approach, ladies and gentlemen. A manager has to manage large number of technical devices, large number of machineries, and along with that he has to manage large number of people also. He must try to understand that there is a difference between machine and human being. He must have a humanitarian approach while dealing with employees of the organization. Now, if the manager is expecting good performance from the employees, this is very good, this is very fine. Employees should also work with full dedication in the direction of the aims of the organization. That is the responsibility of employees of the organization. They must keep their managers happy. But along with that, manager must think that we all are human beings. So if there is some personal problem related to an employee, there is some typical issue related to an employee, the manager must show a humanitarian approach towards that problem. He must try to understand that problems are part of everybody's life, and he must have a humane approach while solving the problem of the employees. Fifth point, again a most crucial, technical proficiency. Now, what is the meaning of technical proficiency here? If someone is working as an engineer inside the organization, definitely he is B.Tech, he is qualified to do technical things, but there is a manager above that engineer also who has the responsibility to take care that the engineer is working fine. But the point here is that manager, he might not be a technical person. He might not be from a B.Tech background. In that case also, manager must have little bit technical proficiency so that he can analyze that what his engineers are doing. Some technical proficiency is required, ladies and gentlemen. A manager must have technical proficiency on the technical devices and tools that are being used inside the organization so that he can properly check that whether engineers are working appropriately or not. Because if he is himself not knowledgeable, he will not be able to understand that what task is going on. That's why a little bit technical proficiency is also required. Sixth point, again most crucial, self-confidence. If you are not confident about yourself, you cannot develop same kind of ability in your employees. If you want your employees to be self-confident, self-dependent, if you want your employees to work independently, use their own technical brain to bring innovative things inside the organization, first of all, you yourself need to be self-confident about your own abilities. If you are a manager in a particular domain, it may be finance manager, it may be HR manager, it may be marketing manager, whatever profile you are handling, first of all, you need to be highly proficient yourself in that particular profile. Your own specific knowledge related to that particular profile should be highly genuine, highly authentic. Only then the employees who are under your control, they will respect you. They will have a feeling about you in their mind that yes, we are working under a right manager. He is having complete knowledge of whatever he is handling. Self-confidence is very much required for a manager, ladies and gentlemen. Now the seventh point says scientific approach. Scientific approach towards the task that are happening inside the organization. Now what is the meaning of scientific approach? Scientific approach is also known as cause and effect approach. Cause and effect approach. Whatever is going inside the organization, there must be a logical reason behind it. Whatever problems the company is facing, there is definitely a logical reason behind it. Nothing is in air. The manager should try to follow a scientific approach and try to find out that what are the real reasons behind a particular kind of situation, behind a particular kind of scenario. When the appropriate reasons are thoroughly known related to a particular activity inside the organization, only then you can handle typical situations properly. If you are not aware of the background of a particular scenario thoroughly and completely, you cannot handle situations properly. You cannot be a good manager. That's why scientific approach means cause and effect kind of approach. What were the causes of a particular kind of event and how that event affected people in different ways? I would like to repeat, ladies and gentlemen, what were the causes behind a particular event and how that particular event affected people, employees of the organization. This is known as scientific approach. Eighth point is leadership. The most crucial quality of a manager, ladies and gentlemen, leadership. We always say that we must try to develop leadership qualities. Now, what is the meaning of leadership? Who is a leader? A person who leads a team in a particular organization. A leader is a person who has certain qualities which compels people to follow him. In simple words, ladies and gentlemen, leader is a person who is having certain qualities because of which people follow that person. People try to become like that person. That's why if you want to be a leader, you don't need to forcefully implement different types of things on your employees. You need to show it to them that you are independently capable of doing certain things properly. And when your employees see you doing things independently in a proper way, they get motivated. And once they get motivated, they try to follow you automatically. You don't need to force them that, okay, I am doing this thing, please follow me, you will also reap benefits. No. You need to act in such a manner that after looking at your act, people are forced to follow you. People start willingly following you. This is known as leadership, ladies and gentlemen, and this quality is the most required quality in a manager's personality. Right from the first quality, I would like to repeat once again, qualification. The manager must have qualification according to the kind of task that the manager is handling. Personality, he must have a charming personality. Then third point, honesty. A manager must be honest about the responsibilities that have been given to him. Fourth point, humanitarian approach. A manager must think that human beings are not machineries. Human beings are having emotions, and he must act according to emotions of his employees. Technical proficiency. Manager must be technically proficient so that he can understand different types of technologies on which the company is working. 6 point, self-confidence. If a person is not confident about himself, how can he induce confidence in other people? That's why, first of all, we must have confidence in our own abilities. 7th point, scientific approach, also known as cause and effect approach. What were the real causes behind happening of a particular event and how that event affected the organization? It must be kept in mind thoroughly. Last and the most crucial, leadership. In order to develop leadership qualities, you must demonstrate in front of people that yes, you are really authentic. A leader is a person whom people follow willingly. So, ladies and gentlemen, these are the most crucial qualities of managers. If you are having these qualities in a thorough manner, you are highly suitable to hold the position of a manager, ladies and gentlemen. Being a manager is a highly responsible activity. You must have good qualities in your own personalities so that people make you managers willingly. This is the quality of a manager. That's all for today, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you loved my today's video. Please subscribe my channel ER Piyush Pandey Trainer BTech MBA and please press the bell icon for constant updates. Thank you very much. Have a great day.